Welcome back to atCAMS. Today we have another opportunity for you to get to know what's going on with the auto industry. Guys, today we have what the Lexus and Toyota Land Cruiser is going to look like in the 2022, because basically Lexus and Toyota are going to axe. They're planning to finally axe the unnecessary products of their lineups. And what am I talking about is the Toyota Land Cruiser, guys. For many, many years, the Land Cruiser has been competing with the sibling from Lexus, the LX. LX 470, LX 570, all the LX models have always competed directly with the Land Cruiser. And we all know, yes, we love Lexus, yes, we love Toyota, especially the Land Cruiser. We all know that it has been a necessary evil right now, and this as we speak, to just kill the Land Cruiser, at least for the US market, because everywhere else around the world is still selling as a Land Cruiser, and it's not gonna go anywhere. But before I tell you everything about it, I would like to remind you to subscribe to atCAMS and follow me on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram under Coach_Oscarillo. Hit like to this video and put your comments down below and share your video or this video in social media. Yes, that's right. If you share this video in social media, your life is gonna be better by default. That's just a matter of fact. So Toyota and Lexus are branding the new Toyota Land Cruiser as a Lexus on-body design vehicle. Why? It's a necessary evil, guys. There's nothing else they can do when they are competing with two straight products from Toyota that are only rebadge. Just rebadge. And some changes on the headlights and the rear lights and so on. There's no need to have a Land Cruiser and a Lexus LX. Simple, plain and simple. Like, Toyota has not made a sound decision keeping these two vehicles competing against each other around the same price, with not much differentiation between one or the other. So that's why Toyota is doing this. So the Toyota Land Cruiser as a vehicle is going to be axed as after the 2021 model. It's entirely giving up on the large go anywhere models, not because Toyota is not betting that this is a great product, but because Toyota is just trying to go and meet the standards of emissions around the world. And having two vehicles in the same actual product, it gives Toyota, it takes some, I don't know how the numbers worked, but you have to have X amount of vehicles that are eco-friendly and X amount of vehicles that are not eco-friendly in order to keep it balanced and meet the EPA standards and the emission standards around the globe, especially for Europe and the United States. So having two vehicles with this, two different brands with this exactly the same vehicle, it doesn't make sense. So Jack Hollis, the head of Toyota North American automotive operations, last month he was talking about the idea to axe the Land Cruiser and to get a revamp to all the lineups of SUVs and off-roaders and crossovers for Toyota. And they said that it's silly to not follow suit with Lexus, and that's why they're getting away from the Land Cruiser and making it just the LX. And it just makes all the sense. Right now, the LX and the Land Cruiser had not been able to compete directly, not in off-road capabilities, guys. Be nice with me, okay? Not in off-road capabilities with other companies, but in the luxurious department. Toyota still uses and relies on their name to keep selling vehicles, and they had not come up to the market with digital clusters, more luxurious equipment, better looking headlamps, better looking rear lights, and more luxury. That's what people want to see when they're paying over $80,000 for a vehicle, especially for this full-on body SUV. And the 14 miles to the gallon on these two vehicles is not gonna cut it. The people nowadays are smarter. They're smart buyers, and this old school like cabin is not gonna cut it. Maybe back in 2012, you will pay $80,000 or something like this. But the old school design on this kind of vehicles is not gonna do it. So without any concrete confirmations from Toyota, all we can do is speculate about the company's plans. But basically 2021 is it for the Land Cruiser. I have some predictions, and I believe that Toyota is going to make a bold move, and they're going to also axe the GX from the Lexus lineup, and they're going to have the RX as one of the top flagships models for the SUV department, with the LX or LQ model, which is what they've been rumoring for so long. And they're going to move the GX towards the Toyota lineup to fill the void in between the Land Cruiser, which in Europe and around the globe, the GX is nothing else but the Land Cruiser Prado. Plain and simple. For marketing purposes, the United States has marketed the GX as a Lexus product, but it's another Land Cruiser. Land Cruiser is actually a whole lineup around the world. So I'm seeing the Land Cruiser Prado. Let me check it out here for you guys right quick, because I'm finding this Toyota Prado, and this is what it looks like. And it's a V6, and in Europe there also comes on diesel models, and there also comes in a nice V6 models. Let me just take this away from here, guys. And it's a very nice looking vehicle. And if Toyota rebadge the GX and makes it look like whatever it's supposed to be, which is a Land Cruiser Prado, I think that people are going to go for it as the replacement, direct replacement of the Land Cruiser. That's it, period. Bottom line, that's what you need to do, Toyota. So all that being said, bringing a Land Cruiser GX as a Toyota, rebadge it, make it cheaper, because that's the problem that we have with the Land Cruiser and the LX. They're around $85,000 plus in the Land Cruiser and almost $100,000 in the LX Lexus. So if you bring the GX and you can price it in the 60s, you have the RAV4, actually you have the CHR, you have the RAV4, you have the Venza, which it doesn't make sense in between the one or the other, between the Highlander and the RAV4. Then you have the Highlander, then you have the 4Runner in the $40,000 to $50,000, and then you slot the GX as your flagship Toyota, and that will make a lot of sense. But what do you guys think right now? I have no idea what Toyota plans to do, but this could be the best solution for Toyota right away when they're gonna have to fill the void of the Toyota Land Cruiser. The GX as a Prado will fill the void. And that's my prediction, and that's what I'm gonna leave it right here. Guys, the question of the day is, and I don't have the sound today. Dun, 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 dun. Today, the question of the day is, would you rather buy a $60,000 Land Cruiser Prado than a $70,000 Lexus GX, fill the void for the Land Cruiser, fill the actual gap right there, right after the 4Runner, and have still a Land Cruiser, and then the Lexus LX could be the Lexus LX, what it should be, but with more luxury items and accessories than the previous model? I think I will go for that Lexus Land Cruiser GX, Lexus, whatever you want to name it. This is so confusing anymore that the marketing is just ridiculous. Toyota, bring the Prado to the US, forget about the Land Cruiser 300, keep it as a Lexus model, and just fix the void. I will leave you guys with this, and I will see you guys soon.